Hi. Well, I said the last video was going to be the last video of the year, but turns out I'm a habitual liar. Yeah, we finished off the Hellcorder 2.0. And one might argue if it was done with bravura or shame. But let's not discuss this in this video. Because as many of you already know, there is going to be a 3.0, and today I'm just going to talk a little bit about what's ahead and what might happen, what might not happen. Yeah. Because I have realized something.
So I was asking myself again today, like, why am I doing this?
I feel you, Martin. I feel you, brother. Well, the 25 recorders isn't quite cutting it. Well, 12 of them ain't. Because I want 2 octaves out of that to increase the playability. But it is hard to play the second octave with the same air pressure. Who would have thought a recorder is a proper instrument, and it's really delicate with regards to wind pressure and speed, airflow and all that. So what I'm thinking, I would like to keep the first row because that sounds decent. But then I want a lower octave. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the rear recorders for tenor ones. Yeah. Now the problem with flutes are that the lower you want to go, the larger they become. So the tenor flutes is considerably larger or longer than the ones that are in here now. So that gives us 2 options. I can of course remake the side panels and increase the height, or I can just remove this and have the back row stick up here. I could make like a metal mesh over here, like they did on old amplifiers. Yeah, the tube amplifiers. You remember those? Well, if you do, you're old. So yeah, that's plan number 1. But the elephant in the room is the air pressure or airflow, or yeah, both of them. Of course, down here I have the possibility of individual adjustment of air pressure. And now that I got a 3D printer, that is doable. But the biggest elephant, that's the vacuum cleaner providing air to this. Because at the back here I have a connection point for a hose for a vacuum cleaner that's turned a blower. But as I mentioned before, in this place I want a bellows system. And of course I want 2 bellows to work out of sync, to keep the airflow steady. But to achieve that in the best way, and as they do in any organ, is that they also have an accumulator bellows. Now, how I'm going to make that and make it fit behind here, I'm not sure of yet, but that's going to be the biggest headache of 2025. So yeah, that's the plan for 2025. And to be honest, it's not a small plan. And it turns out the tenor recorders are quite expensive. And I need 13 of them. But that's a problem for next year. It's still 2024. Barely. So yeah. I'm gonna have to sleep on that. Good night.